Hello boys and girls, welcome to another stream of Mashinky. Let's load our scenario and get on with it. Before we make the ultimate person transport network, I would like to connect 2 more coal mines and then really not care about coal anymore. And it's these 2 coal mines which we had, which we've looked at last session. So I think we will just do it the easy way. Get rid of these hills. And we will have the station down here at the south side. I was thinking 5 lines here. 2 for the coal mine close by and 3 for the coal mine far away. And all 5 should be accessible from every coal mine. Hello Fargo, welcome. So Toolworks. Yeah, I will not bother having here farm tools factory. I'll just make it a heating plant, furniture workshop. I don't even need a furniture workshop for this because there will be no planks delivered here. And the product storage, So this station will be called Tools Warwick. We will buy, of course, a signal box. A storage building. A freight station. And a coal hopper. Yeah, that's about it. Later maybe Warwick may grow so that we have people there, but let's see. Let's not care about that now, shall we? We could actually have. So what's the catchment area? It's only 2. Yeah, the freight station and signal box could be our friend here and have it without any trouble. Well, extensions we will need. A coal storage, maintenance shed, and a second head frame. So Now I could have this here. This would be called Manchester coal. Extension signal box. Freight station. Storage building. And a coal hopper. All right. That's about as close as we can get to these. Okay, so we want to maybe change lanes, so the direction here will be clockwise. So we might want to change lanes here. From here to here. And from here to here. From outside to the inside, from inside to the outside, and from outside to the inside, and from inside to the outside. Okay, now we have to think about coming and going to this, and we think we will have a coming line here and a going line here. Wait a moment, going line needs to connect to another direction, so going line needs to connect to this thing over here. Wow, this would be a double, this would be a two-directional, bi-directional thing here. Do we really want that? Bi-directional section? Can't I think of anything better? So we have a coming line, and a going line could be here. We can have a going line here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's get back our signal here. Right, and we can now commission trains here. I was thinking 2 Prussians for this clothesline and 3 Prussians for the far line. So let's do this. Prussian wagons. We'll take these fucks. Orders will go to this line and go to this line. Engines, Prussian, orders, copy. From here and go. Hello Ratzog, welcome. Alright, now let's take care of the going away from this line. That's it. So, and the second thing we want to do here is this line. So we would have I would place them down here. Let's first extend this thing. Coal storage, maintenance shed, and second head frame, and that would be called Coal Mine Manchester, and we'd have a station here. Coal Manchester. Of course I need a signal box. Actually, we could build first 3 things and then the signal box. Then we'd have, as always, a storage building freight station. Coal hopper. So the conversion rate to coal is a different one here. This one makes 5 from every 11. Ah, different. Is it different? 5 from every 11 coal, and this makes 6 from every 11 coal. Maybe it's not the randomness what the people say, but it depends on how heavily are you using that thing. I think the more you use it, the better conversion rate you get. Let's see, this is heavily used. Well, it makes 5 of every 11. So how come if this makes 5 of every 11, this makes 6 of every 11? Maybe it's really something that they say there is some kind of randomness to each toolworks station. Anyway, we will need 3 lines. So I wish these 3 lines be accessible for this thing, just in case they aren't. Just if this should be ever crowded, then we could have the 3 lines accessible from here. Of course, these signals are bound to be, at least this one is bound to not be here. Because I will need possibility of changing things. Anyway, we will want this line coming around as closely as possible. So this is our target line. So let's see if we can get to it. Yep, we can. These are our target lines. Okay. Wait a moment, is that it? Yes, it is. These are the return target lines. This one will have to go. This is really generous with these 3 lines here, 3 lines there. I think it's an overkill, but what? We don't care much about efficiency, really. So about these, yeah, we would probably want them like this. And now I wish that every line would be able to connect every of these 3 things. So something like this line. Maybe this line. Well, let's take that back. Do it like this. So we can have one more signal here. Now this line should be able to connect. To any of these 3. And this line. I don't know. It is an overkill, so... Okay, and accessibility of these lines is given by these three, and exitability of these lines is not yet given. Exit by... how would we exit? We'd probably exit here onto this. I'll have to see how this works out. I think it may cause some unwanted stoppages. Let's see. And now for whenever we want to change lines, we'd want to change lines. Oh, okay, it goes. Well, it goes counterclockwise. Okay, so this one goes counterclockwise. Actually, I should make it clockwise then. No, counterclockwise. So if this goes like this, then I can't have this here. This is nonsense. If I'd have it counterclockwise, then I need Okay, let's think about it. So we would want a thing here. Or here. And from this line we would want this and this, and from this line we would want this and this. Kind of strange. But let's try it. Let's try it. So this line can get to the inner and to the middle. This line can get to the inner and to the outer. And this line can go to the outer and the inner. Okay. Oh, that's So I will deliberately not place anything here, because if there is a rail, if there is a machine or engine on this one, it should block this one and this one. And if there's an engine on this one, it should block this one. There's an engine here, it should block this. There's an engine here, it should block. I don't know, let's try it. Let's try it. I think there will be more than enough space for this. This will not be as crowded. It's weird. So now we need the exiting thing. So coming to this is easy. We can come from by this. And exit these lines we can I guess we will just do something like this. It's easy and simple. right? These are just lines. Okay. Well, I think we can now commission the trains. So again, I will take a Prussian, each with 2 facts. No, not start. Orders. We will get you to call Manchester and this. Engine Prussian. Wagons. Orders. Copy from this thing. Engines, Prussian, wagons, orders, copy. So let's observe this. Oh boy, I messed up, didn't I? No, I didn't. I thought I'd have counter-pointing signals here. There we go, the first train is on. There comes the second. And the third. Yay. Maybe we could even use a fourth one. Depends on whether the coal will grow here or not. $777 we reached. After one This will get full. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this is just about as much we can have. This will slowly decline. Yeah, this is good. But this shouldn't grow. Well, it will not, because this mine is now empty. So let's observe here. So this should be the first train not coming full, which is okay. 70. Oh boy, what happened? We have a traffic jam here. Traffic jam, traffic jam. It doesn't want the signal here, I know, it's a mess. These are locked signals. Maybe it's a bit dangerous to place signals that close. Every time I did it, eventually I got a traffic jam. So yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. So let's see. So this is what we wanted to do. This coal. It's an abominable overkill with the lines here. Having 3 lines here, triple line, just for coal hauling. They could easily share 1 line here out of this coal toolworks, easily. Because look at these 2 lines are almost never used. I think it's fine. If you delete them, they always go by this closest. They do use separate lines here, of course. Or maybe they don't. But it could happen. There's not that much traffic on these. Yeah, let's correct it. Have it like this, and have it like this. And then delete these things. What we want to have is Yeah, this is better. So they do get used frequently here. So if we look at this year, our net income of coal has risen to 1,000. Yeah, this is good. This is good. By the way, last session we have achieved a new, unlocked a new achievement, and that was called, well, that was given for transporting 1 million passengers. 1 million. Also here we don't need that many lines. Yeah, this is not growing any excessively, the storage space in Tools Warwick, so this is very well balanced. Slightly undersupplied Warwick. It will be undersupplied once this goes down to 0. So that's that much for our 2 coal mines, I think. I don't know what's the time, but we could start another session for. It should be about half past 9 now, by now. Yeah, I think we should start. We have Livingston, so we could actually connect Livingston and Leicester in the next session. Or we could see about this Sheffield thing. Yeah, 980 coal is good. That's about as much coal as we will ever get. About as much as we will ever get. I can see we can already transport people from here to here. Well, I think I have misplaced the signal box. The signal box is supposed to, this is supposed to be in the back. This is supposed to be in the front. Yeah, that's some details here. Even this is unnecessary. Even this whole thing is unnecessary. They would happily share a line here. Hello, Leonardo. Yeah, I think it's not really necessary to have 5 lines here. They could happily share. What we just need is a joining thing here. Join this to this. Join this to this. This is perfectly sufficient. I mean, hell, we could even have not this here. Also, these two could share a line here. They don't really need the second line here. This is easily sufficient. I need a second signal. I need a new signal box though. And I think We don't need all this. This is enough. This is enough. So in the next game, remember, even if the coal mines are close enough, toolworks only need 2 lines and a coal mine needs 1 line each. Unless you have plans transporting people there or something, then you might want to add some more lines to it. But this is perfectly okay. No need for complexities. Trains are nicely spaced out. They don't wait for each other. Minimal system. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so what next? Should we connect Kilmarnock and Manchester? Should we have Glasgow grow better, or this thing here? I have no idea. And this Livingston has lived up to our expectation and has finally some stations here. How are we doing here? Fairly well. And here we're overfilling it with coal. Overfilling it with coal means that this train We should take coal from Livingston and sell it here. Actually, that was stupid because this is not what train was it? 64? No. What train was it? This is being overfilled. Ah, actually yes, so that's good. I was looking at the foundry here, yeah. Foundry shouldn't get overfilled with coal. Hey, the conversion rate here. All these toolworks aren't doing anything, are they? There is toolworks here. Yeah, these make 8 coals. Because they have this... These toolworks have it all. And they make 8 coals just. That's how it is. They are probably the longest. It's my first toolworks, so it has a great conversion rate. Maybe the conversion rate really improves and changes with time. From 9 ingots I get 13 tokens. Wow. I think they really do improve with time. We've got 11.5 we've got here, so let's observe how we got 11.5, and we have, what is the other ones here? This one has already 11.6. These are our 2 new ones. So I'd love to continue somehow and expand, but I also love to watch this. It's incredibly comforting to watch. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, this is not working. This is a mess. But the trains on this one are really, it's really crowded. And it's because these guys can't really take any of these lines. Well, well, well. This was better. This is not good. Well, it is good. Can't be avoided. It's crowded anyway, so look at this Warwick. Warwick is just crying to be connected to Manchester. Through these coal mines. Yeah, we will have to bulldoze off this thing. Can we make a bridge over this? Not because of the signals, okay. But maybe we can make a tunnel. Yeah, we could make a tunnel. So about Livingston. About Livingston. How will we go about Livingston? Can we make another platform here? Another platform here. Maybe we could. Livingston, Southport, Central. From Southport, Central. So how would we best go from Southport, Central to Livingston? There's no good way. Well, we of course could. Let's try it. Let's try it, whether it will work. We have a depot here. We could... Now let's get from our depot here. Engines, wagons, orders would be go to Livingston East, Livingston Sawmill, and then go to this, and then go to Southport Central and start. Should do the job. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Excellent. That's it. That's what I wanted. What if I say go to this? Go to this line instead. It would be a good thing to have an OR connection here, either this or this, because I don't really care where it lands. But I could make it as well go to Southport South, actually. Make it stop there. Okay. So yes, I think we will take a look at Livingston and in the next session tomorrow. Livingston South, Livingston Central, and then we will try to connect Glasgow and Kilmarnock. So we could make a look something like Glasgow, Kilmarnock, and Forest Petersburg. That would be nice. I just don't have a way how to get from Petersburg Forest to Glasgow. Do I? Petersburg Forest. Well, we do have from here over to here through Petersburg to Glasgow. Okay, that's possible. I think this needs a rework. This thing needs a rework. This station, Petersburg station, needs a rework. We'll take a look at it tomorrow, guys. Thanks for watching. I have enjoyed this. We have connected these two coal mines, which are finely balanced. We may use some of these 3 lines here once Warwick will grow with people to settle here. We may actually use it for a connection to Manchester. Look at Norwich. That has grown decently. That has grown very decently. Wow, it would be thousands of people here if done properly. Also here Exeter. All these people, look at them. That's awesome. Yeah, many possibilities for the next session, certainly. What's our balance? 800, 900 per year of coal. That's good. Foundries are not overfilling. Oh, well, this one actually is. We'll have to look into that. The trains supplying this one with coal should go to the toolworks more often. Train 64. Like, take coal and iron Livingston and Foundry Southport. Then it could go, well, yeah, and Toolworks. It's just so how does it get to Tools Livingston? Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad reroute. Yeah, this should do fine. This should do just fine. We could use probably another train here. And this one's overfilling. Could sell coal to this more often. Or we could... This one's already overweight. Well, it is overfilling, but just slightly. And even Southport Central and Southport South are now no longer overcrowded. Sawmill Livingston though always is. But I think that will alleviate once we have activated Livingston Central. I think it'll be fine. Alright guys, thanks for watching and have a good night.